Welcome to the show. I'm Dan Pollard. Today on Classic Hockey, we look back at the 1993 Patrick Division Final between the Islanders and the Penguins. These teams had combined to capture 6 of the previous 13 cups. The Islanders had won 4 straight from 1980 to 1983, but Pittsburgh were the reigning 2-time defending champs. They had just completed a franchise record-setting 119-point season, winning the President's Trophy in 92-93. In the first round, they easily beat the Devils, but all of these accomplishments were still overshadowed by an announcement on January 12, 1993.
I'll be back when I'm 100%, when I'm cured, and that's the main objective right now.
Mario Lemieux was leaving to get treatment for Hodgkin's disease.
If I come back in 6 weeks or 8 weeks or next year, that's not very important right now. My health is certainly more important than playing hockey.
Lemieux's announcement tempered the joy from the Penguins' recent successes. His future in the game was of secondary importance to his health. His radiation treatments ran from February 1st to March 2nd, and the entire process caused Lemieux to miss 23 games. But in one of the most remarkable comebacks in sports history, Super Mario played the night his radiation treatment was completed and had a goal and an assist. He would eventually lead the Pens on a record-setting 17-game win streak over the final month of the season. Super Mario had 56 points in the 20 games since his return from cancer. He finished with a league-high 160 points in 60 games. Along with Lemieux, Kevin Stevens had 55 goals and 111 points in 72 games. Rick Tocchet added 48 goals and also eclipsed the 100-point plateau. Ron Francis finished right at the century mark with 100 points. Jaromir Jagr scored 34 and added 64 assists, good for 94 points. The defense was anchored by Larry Murphy, as he also averaged more than a point a game in scoring. The Pens had also bolstered their blue line at the trade deadline, acquiring veteran defenseman Peter Paglianetti and Mike Ramsey. In net, Tom Barrasso had a career-high 43 wins and a save percentage of .901, and his goals against average of 3.01 was the lowest since his rookie year. Meanwhile, the Islanders finished with 87 points, clinching a playoff spot in the last week of the season. They defeated the Capitals in the first round in 6 games. But New York had shown a flair for the dramatic, winning 3 games in overtime, including 2 in double OT. The series will be remembered for the vicious cross-check by Dale Hunter on Pierre Turgeon in the final game. Turgeon was lost to the Islanders indefinitely. He led the team with 58 goals and 74 assists during the season. So with their star out, the Islanders needed Ray Ferraro to match his first-round excellence. Ferraro scored 8 goals against the Caps, including 2 overtime winners. Glenn Healy had earned the starting goaltending position down the stretch. He was 22, 20, and 5 with a goals against average of .330 during the year. He played extremely well during the first round, especially in overtime. Pittsburgh came into the series as overwhelming favorites. The Pens had finished 32 points ahead of the Isles during the season, and that was with Turgeon in the lineup and Lemieux missing significant time. In fact, in one of New York's local papers, Newsday columnist Jim Smith summed up the feelings of most when he wrote a column predicting that without Turgeon, the Islanders would not win a single game. However, the playing field would be leveled early in Game 1, as Mario Lemieux would be forced to leave the game after colliding with the Isles forward Brad Delgarno during his first shift. So could the Isles take advantage of Super Mario's absence?
Dave Tippett, good defensive player, is going to ride Pat Flatley to the boards on this one.
Intended for Troy Loney, rolls in. Big Troop going back to get it. Healy held it up. Troop went down. Loney set it. Shot! Score! It did go in! A mistake by the New York Islanders, and Mike Needham makes it a 1-0 Pittsburgh.
Islanders are going to have to hope for their crazy bounces. They haven't been able to keep the puck away from Barrasso, so even the wide shots, they hope to end up creating some kind of adventure for him.
Well, they had one right there. Malakoff with a cannon scores! Can this guy shoot? Malakoff, the rocket. Barrasso didn't react until the puck was coming out of the net.
What a shot.
They want to control the puck here right now if they can. Knocked into the corner to Taglianetti. High stick, penalty coming up, delayed call.
Went to the other end. First of all, here is the hit by Darius Kasparaitis.
Larry Murphy, one-timer, save, rebound, save again, Healy. Puck loose, comes to Francis. Murphy shot, hit the post. Rebound deflected into the circle and cleared out of the zone. Back for Tocchet, one-man advantage, 5-on-4 now. Mullen back for Murphy, lost it just out of the box. Ray Ferraro, breakaways onside. Scores! Ray Ferraro, just out of the penalty box, has given the Islanders a 2-1 lead on a short-handed goal. New York Islanders were 16th in killing off penalties during the regular season. Here's a chance. New York Islanders short-handed, dumped in front, shot, Barrasso score! The New York Islanders, Benoit Hogue. Can you believe right off the face-off a 3-1 lead? Their second short-handed goal of the day. Taken by Larry Murphy at center, up for Mullen. 5 minutes to go here in the second. Mullen trying to run it in, got it back. Down low, Francis centered off Healy's stick. The goaltender had to knock away the centering pass. Murphy winds up, takes the shot, tip, score! Daniels hit it the first time, and Mullen may have tipped it on the far side, but it's a 3-2 game. Yager pinned up by King, battles through it. Yager coming, Yager over, Daniels, saved by Healy. Jeff Daniels set up by Jaromir Jagr. Took the hit from Stevens. That held the puck in. Stevens tipped it. Just missed Jagr cutting through. They've got one more chance. In front of the net. Jagr turns around. Can't get it in the corner. It's tipped on the goal, and that's it. The New York Islanders have upset the Pittsburgh Penguins in Game 1 of the second round. The full house leaving here in Pittsburgh. Bill Clement silenced by a 3-2 victory of the Islanders.
They were pretty quiet all afternoon, Gary, simply because the Islanders didn't allow the Penguins that big flow, that big skill finesse game that really gets this crowd into it. And I think to a degree they were silenced when Mario Lemieux left this hockey game. They may be in shock.
We've managed somehow to get a few shorthanded goals against them through the season here, and it has continued here, and I hope it continues here in the playoffs.
When we played desperate, we started working hard. We had some chances, but you know, I think we were just talking to a couple of guys, and they were saying they felt rusty out there. You know, 5-6 day layoff. You know, we got to have some good practices here and get back in the flow of it because, like I said, you know, we weren't in the flow tonight.
If he's not going to play, then you can kind of focus on what different situations you're going to have without Mario, because Mario is a lot of our offense, a lot of our team. He plays 30 to 35 minutes. He's a big key. He's the greatest player in the world, and not to have him in there is a big loss for our team.
A shocking result. Not only had the Islanders won Game 1 3-2 to steal home ice advantage, they had done it thanks to 2 shorthanded goals. Pat Flatley echoed the feelings of many when he commented after the game, "Strange things happen at this time of the year." And the Penguins' worst fears were made reality as Lemieux's back injury left him out of Game 2.
There is Mario Lemieux in the center of your picture, watching from the owner's box. I don't know how you could say that. Brad Delgarno has made his presence felt in both of these games. Kasparaitis got stood up and puts a ferocious check on. Kasparaitis and Stevens collide, but a Pittsburgh Penguin getting up off the ice. Joey Mullen really got nailed. Stevens is due. He's had his chances. He and Uwe Krupp go at it as they run up along the board. Stevens still has the puck. Stevens dumping it all alone. Mullen fakes, takes, saved by Healy, and the puck is underneath him. He did run his own goaltender. Vasky saved Barrasso. Rebound Ferraro. Penalty coming up. Shot home. Shot deflected wide by Ferraro. Net comes loose. There's the whistle. Power play coming up for the Islanders. Francis has it. Francis sends it into the corner. Norton going back to get it. Stevens was up. Stevens takes him out. Mullen the shot right through the crease. No angle. Ramsey over to Mullen. Shot. Score!
Well, if this is any indication of what is to come from the Penguins, they're going to have a big night.
Up through the center. Park's going to stick on it. Lost it. 3-on-2 break. Stevens in the middle. Shot. Francis. Save made by Healy off the glove and high over the net.
Terrific save early. 3-on-2 with a drop pass to Ron Francis. No sweat for Healy.
Daniels has it. Can't clear it out. Melikov holds it in. Vladimir Melikov. Shot by Flatley. Save Barrasso. Drops down between the pads and long enough to get the whistle.
On the right of the screen, right at the blue line. Oh, it would look like a blatant cross-check, Gary.
The New York Islanders have had a 5-minute major high sticking call. Along with that goes the automatic game misconduct.
And Gary, it's the wrong guy from an Islander standpoint. It's one of their 30-goal guys. I think it's going to be Steve Thomas.
A 5-minute power play where Pittsburgh did not convert. Ray Ferraro trying to get it in. Kasparaitis' shot partially blocked. Picked up by Taglianetti for Yager. Yager off the back of the stick that time. Gets it back. Yager shot. Healy the save. Score! Rick Tocchet! Oh, is that a big goal. Blocked by Francis. Held in again by King. King trying to center. Tried to drop it in the middle. Couldn't. Here's the break. Stevens coming. Mullen on the right. Stevens saved by Healy. Rebound. Francis scores!
I didn't even see this one go in, Gary. Oh, I thought it had hit the post. It went in after Benoit Hogue just lofted one there. Watch this. Quick with the pad. 6'3", 212 pounds.
Uwe Krupp's got it. The crowd standing. 2 seconds left. Tom Barrasso in Pittsburgh shutting out the Islanders 3-0.
Tom Barrasso made 26 saves in the 3-0 shutout win to even the series. But the Islanders had let a golden opportunity slip away. Al Arbour was concerned his team might have played with less emotion because Lemieux was out. They would not enjoy that luxury in Game 3. Still ahead on the show, Mario Lemieux was back in the lineup for Game 3 on Long Island, but it was Penn's goaltender Tom Barrasso who stole the spotlight. And Game 4 provides one of the most exciting third periods in the history of playoff hockey. After missing almost the entire first 2 games of the series, Mario Lemieux was back in the lineup for Game 3. On the road and with their star still nursing a sore back, the Pens decided to play an uncharacteristic defensive game. Barrasso had shut out the Isles in Game 2, proving Pittsburgh was capable of shutting down New York's offense.
The difference Mario Lemieux makes here in this first period.
How many passes has he made that have led directly to scoring chances? 5, 6?
At least.
What else is to see how he reacts once he gets dumped. Brad Delgarno banged him, and then Kevin Stevens just about ran over him.
Lemieux breaking at center. Lemieux and Murphy 2-on-1 shorthanded. Mario Lemieux moving in. The shot. Save! Samuelson. Gervers went down as he caught the back of the net, trying to come around it. Or Patrick Flatley rather caught it. In. Troy Loney shot. Save! Healy. Troy Loney going to the wide side post.
Well, the Islanders cannot ask any more of Glenn Healy. Not only in the playoffs, but in this series in particular.
Here comes Francis. Francis moving it in. Drops it. Shot. Deflected by Healy. Put in on the rebound by Francis. Ron Francis following up the shot. Makes it a 1-0 Pittsburgh lead. Somewhere offensively to become involved in it. Played up at center. Francis dumped it ahead to McEachran. McEachran who can fly. Leaves it. Yager the wrist shot. Off the glove. Yager the rebound. Shot and a save. Healy went in. Jaromir Yager falling down. Healy got a piece of it, but not enough, and it's a 2-0 Pittsburgh lead.
Boy, the hunger factor is back.
King's got it and moving it so well. Pittsburgh now has gone back into the box rather than coming out and challenging the puck. Ferraro drops it and heads to the net. Malikoff again. They want him to shoot. He does. Save. Rebound. Score! Patrick Flatley and Ray Ferraro. Lemieux is playing, for those of you just joining us. Francis drops it off to Mario in the middle. Shot by Stevens. Deflected into the seats. As Dennis Vasky got a stick on that. Pocket going at it in front with Brian Mullen.
Started with Glenn Healy.
Islanders trying to tie this game up. Travers drops it off. They've got 1:39 on the power play. Shot by Malikoff. Barrasso. Delgarno. Great save, Tom Barrasso. Brad Delgarno got the rebound. He kicks it behind the net. Samuelson around for Lemieux. Mario Lemieux. Joey Mullen is out in front. Mullen's got an empty net. Mullen curves, hacks him. He scores! Joey Mullen being dragged down from behind has put this game away for the Pittsburgh Penguins on the empty net goal, making it 3-1. And that will probably be the final chance the Islanders will get in this game. Tom Barrasso the winner, Glenn Healy the loser, Pittsburgh 3 and the Islanders 1.
Well, we knew what the New York Islanders were up against, especially without Pierre Turgeon. They had their chances. They had more chances than the Penguins. They just couldn't put it away.
Tom Barrasso had once again stolen the show. Despite outshooting the Pens 37-29, the Islanders had lost 3-1. Benoit Hogue echoed his teammates' frustrations, We kept knocking and knocking, but we couldn't get in. They had scored just 1 goal in the last 2 games against a team known for its offense. But in Game 4, New York's offense would eventually come alive. But so too would Pittsburgh's.
By Gasparidis with a play ahead of Stevens on the right wing with Krupp giving chase. Stevens comes down, he shoots it, and Healy the save as he cut the angle to make the save on Kevin Stevens. Stevens didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot it. Yager makes a steal, moves around now, right in the goal, and Healy, backhander, he shoots and scores! Jaromir Jagr with a brilliant move, and the Penguins lead 1-0. Oh, wow, big cow kicked. What a play by Jaromir Jagr.
This is battle hardened. These guys play for the CIS. Tough competition.
Malakoff right point on the power play to Derek King now, and the Islanders trailing 1-0, trying to get it going to tie the game. Ferraro shoots it from a bad angle. Goes in! Ferraro shot it from a bad angle. I don't know if Derek King deflected it or not, but the Islanders have tied the game on a power play. Jeff Daniels takes over to Mike Hickman as a man wide open upside. Here's Jagr. Jagr moves into the slot. A backhand shot on a good save by Healy. Rebound just squared away but not out. Ramsey stuffs it back in behind the net. Healy goes in. Daniels. Now Jagr's got it in front of McEachran. A turning shot. And a great save by Healy. The puck is loose, and now Healy gets the face off as he has his body on top of it. That puck was loose. Koharski blew the whistle. Play is stopped. One. Fitzgerald left side against Francis. Fitzgerald looks for Ben Mahoga's shot. And he fanned on it. It went off the heel of the stick. He's got it again. Comes out. Shoots it. And off Jagr's blade. And it goes over to the far corner. 19 to go in the period. A steal by Fitzgerald. He fires and scores. Tom Fitzgerald on a short-handed goal. In front, he has a man there, Francis. Shot! A good save there by Healy on Ron Francis. And they poke it away, and here come the Islanders short-handed 2-on-1. Murphy back with Fitzgerald on the right side. He guns it, scores! Another short-handed goal by Tom Fitzgerald. And it's 3-1 New York. And Larry Murphy defensively for the Penguins on the center to Ramsey and draw it down the right wing boards into the Islanders zone. The Islanders have killed, 31 straight penalties against the Penguins going back. And right in front of the net, it comes off an Islander, and it goes in. The Penguins score. Talk about a freak play. They were behind the goal. It came out in front and deflected in.
Troy Loney went behind the net. Net right off the skate of Claude Lozelle and into the goal.
And Loney should get the goal. The Islanders had poked in 3 in a span of 4 minutes and 41 seconds. We had a scoreless first period, now a 3-2 contest here in the third. And depends again on the attack of the Islanders end. It comes off the far side to Ramsey. He'll drill it, deflected right in front, score! Rick Tocchet ties it for the Pens. And the Penguins make it 3-3. Yeah, Michael motorcycle. And the Isles on the move. They come to the Penguin line. Murphy took a whack at the puck and it went into the near corner. Derek King going for it behind the Penguin net. Ramsey rides him all the way to the far side. Flatley with a pass. Got a man open. Baskey shoots it. Stop made. Rebound right in front. King shoots and he scores. Yes, he did. Derek King gets his first goal ever in the playoffs. And the Islanders regain the lead 4-3. Talk about the emotion of being high and then low and then high and low. This crowd has gone up and down with this Islander team in this game. And New York now has regained the lead. Back around to the near side. The Penguins trying to jam in and keep it alive. Stevens now over to Rick Tocchet of the Penguins. Tocchet looking for room. He's hit from behind by Uwe Krupp. Goes right side to Murphy. Penguin point man behind the net to Mario Lemieux. Here's Tocchet up in it by Hogan. In front of Stevens. A shot. He shoots and scores. Kevin Stevens ties it. And the Penguins make it 4-4. Oh, scratch my back with a hacksaw. Stevens right in front. Lemieux proving his worth again as he came out and helped set up the power play goal. Here comes Jagr giving a puck in the slot area for Stanton. It's poked away by the Islanders. And for the first time in this game, the Penguins really have, I think, come to a higher level. Here's Malakoff over the Penguins. He walks in on goal and he shoots and scores. What a play by Malakoff as he beats Barrasso, pulled him down. And the New York Islanders again have the lead 5-4. Vladimir Malakoff. This one 5-4 Islanders with 9:17 left in regulation. The Islanders have played a lot of overtime games already in this playoff year. Here's Stanton of Pittsburgh. Wristing one deflected in. The Penguins tie it again at 5. Right in front, it was deflected off a stick. It might have been Kevin Stevens. And the Penguins make it 5-5. Oh, go ahead, make my day. Do you believe this game?
Good work by Stanton just to get it back to the net. Francis got the blade of his stick on that.
Corner. Flatley gets the puck. He tried to center. It came away. It comes off to Ferraro. Good left point pass. Got a man open Norton. He shoots it. It was deflected. Ferraro's after it again. Turney put it in front. Shot score. Derek King. And it's 6-5 Islanders. Derek King's second goal. The Islanders 20 seconds away from tying the series. Now Tocchet around the right wing corner. Off down to Yager. Behind the net to Mario Lemieux in front, trying to go to Stevens. Goes to Murphy. Backhander stop by Healy. He has it. Healy's got it. Kick back, and Lemieux looks for it, but the Islanders come over. Can they get it out? They can't. Stevens trying to put it into the net. Knocked away, and the Islanders raise their arms. They will win. The New York Islanders, in the end of the game, gets a little tough here at center ice. It's the New York Islanders have evened the series at 2 games apiece.
That third period is considered one of the most exciting ever played at the Nassau Coliseum. A total of 8 goals, 4 by each team in the opening 12 minutes of the period. The Islanders hung on for a 6-5 victory as Tom Fitzgerald became the first player in NHL playoff history to score 2 shorthanded goals on the same penalty. Derek King, who had gone 12 games without a goal, scored 2, including the game winner, to even the series. Ahead on the show, the series shifts back to Pittsburgh for Game 5. Will their raucous home fans provide the extra boost the Penguins needed? What's got Ferraro fuming? And how did Ulf Samuelsson provide extra motivation for the Isles? We'll answer all those questions after the break.
For the 4th consecutive game, Mario Lemieux will wait until after the pregame warm-up to make a decision on his playing status. In the series so far, Lemieux has 2 assists. The Penguins lost Game 1 3-2. Lemieux managed only 1 shift, no points. In Game 2, he watched from the press box as the Penguins tied the series with a 3-0 win. In Game 3, he added 1 assist in a solid 3-1 Pittsburgh victory on the island, while in Game 4, he saw the ice maybe a half dozen times tops, producing 1 assist as the Islanders hung on to a 6-5 victory. With Mario in the lineup and able-bodied, the Penguins are virtually unbeatable, with a winning percentage over .750. Without him, they're a .500 hockey team this year. Other factors in Game 5 include the goaltenders. Both Tom Barrasso and Glenn Healy have played well in this series, with the exception of Game 4. Whoever wins this matchup could decide the series if Mario doesn't. Also, look out for Ray Ferraro. He has 11 goals in this year's playoffs, 14 points in all, and is leading an Islander charge that really believes they can beat Pittsburgh with or without Lemieux.
We're not in here just to kill time. We want to go out and play very well and win this series, and we know what we're facing, the Stanley Cup champions, and we're, you know, it's tied right now, and it's like we're starting all over again.
The experts pick it 1 game they give us, you know, and it's like now the series tied up 2-2, and I think the momentum switched into our favor.
Make no mistake about it, the Pens are frustrated. This series wasn't supposed to go 6 games, but now that it will, the defending Cup champions feel they'll have to copy New York to win this series.
The Islanders are clutching, they're grabbing. I mean, we're crying right now because they're doing that stuff. And I say, hell, crying, we got to start playing their game. And we're going to have to start holding up. We start playing interference. Guys forecheck, you know, you're forechecking, maybe have to take the guy out, trip him a little bit. I mean, they're doing it to us, so we're going to have to do it to them.
You know, we feel that, you know, we're going to win here tonight and you know, go on the island and win that one, too. So it's a great series. They're feeling the same thing over there. If you go over there, they feel they're going to win tonight and beat us in the island. But, you know, I still like our chances the way we're playing. We feel that we're playing with a lot of confidence. We just have to come out of here in the first period and really establish ourselves.
To everyone's surprise, the Islanders found themselves tied at 2 games apiece with the Penguins. The white pieces of paper that said "Believe" in every stall in the Islanders' locker room were now being taken seriously. Larry Murphy explained the Isles' success by saying they're in the series because they believe they can win. They're playing like they can win. We've got to turn up the heat. And with a rejuvenated Super Mario in the lineup, the Pens did just that in Game 5.
Former Buffalo Sabre Mike Ramsey on the ice for Pittsburgh. Larry Murphy drifts it in on Glenn Healy. Cleared around the boards. Murphy pinching in for Pittsburgh. It's knocked to the back of the net for Tocchet. Stevens, Lemieux scores! 19 seconds in.
The great players have that flair for the dramatic.
And it's past Baskey out to center. Mario cruising there. Here's Tocchet, 3-on-1. Lemieux, Stevens, Tocchet scores! Francis, Stevens, Tocchet up front. Larry Murphy, shot, scores!
4 shots,
3 goals for Pittsburgh. Even Scotty looks a little stunned.
Barrasso off the boards. It'll be kept in by King. Cross ice it goes. Jeff Norton shot. And that went off the post. Here's a shot by King high. I think the Islanders thought that was in, but Kerry Fraser waved it off. The shot right off the post. I got the impression it went in, but the red light didn't go on. Let's have a look. Yep, that puck's in. On the same play, and we're underway again, and the Penguins have the man advantage. Here's Francis at the point. Mario scores! Oh, what a feed from Ron Francis to Mario Lemieux. Kept in at the line. Taglianetti now with it. He overskates it. Mullen almost stole it. Steve Thomas in the corner. Hogue's in front. Thomas coming from the side. Shot. Rebound. Scores! Brian Mullen. On another Islander power play. And a pass cut off there by Joe Mullen. Hopping up his tip at 2-on-1. Mullen scores! Well, they may ask for a look at that one. The red light's slow to come on. But what a shot by Mullen.
Call on the replay.
No, it looked clear cut on the replay as Healy now heads off, and that's where the Islanders backup goaltender waits, and then you can see the intensity on Ferraro's face as the power play has not only sputtered, but Kopp can't break through. There's a shot. It's blocked, and Murphy will start back. Yager and Stevens also breaking. Here's Jaromir Yager. Backhand shot, scores!
The way to win a hockey game is to get 2 shots in the 3rd period and score on both of them to open up a 4-goal lead.
So the 2 teams back at full strength. The Islanders clear it in. Travis Green, who has the 3rd goal for the Islanders, goes in after it, took a heavy hit. And here he goes with Samuelsson. A penalty was going to be called against Samuelsson, but will probably have more.
There's Samuelsson for checking from behind, certainly riding Green into the boards from behind. Scotty doesn't want to give them anything to get them going again. Going into that game in a couple of nights on their home ice, and Green gets in a pretty good right-hand shot at Samuelsson.
They would have faced a possible elimination situation on Wednesday on Long Island. That won't be the case. They'll either be back for Game 7 or the next round. Here's Volek back to the point, and time's going to run out with Tom Barrasso hanging on.
Just had it confirmed. The Penguins did not get a shot in the last 14 minutes and 30 seconds of this game as we get a little bit more pushing and shoving. But you're right, Chris. The Pittsburgh Penguins in the playoffs in the last couple of years, well, they've had must-win situations, especially last year, but this was it here. You'd think going back, if they were down 3-2, going back to New York, it would have been tough. But they're going back to New York up 3-2.
They have a lot of character, that's for sure. They have a lot of young players that have the desire to be successful and win some hockey games, and that's what they proved in the first series against Washington and against us. They've been playing very well, showing a lot of character. Even though they were down a few goals early in the game, they stuck in there and gave us a good game.
Despite outshooting Pittsburgh 37-18, the Islanders lost 6-3 and now faced elimination down 3-2 in the series. Despite the deficit, they remain confident. Derek King saying after the game, "I think this series is going to go 7 games, and I think the 7th game is going to be a real doozy." Nobody knew at the time how right he would end up being. Ahead on the show, the scene shifts to Long Island for Game 6. Once again, the teams end up in a high-scoring game that would come right down to the final seconds of the 3rd period to determine the outcome. Heading into Game 6, the Pens were extremely confident about knocking out the Isles. They were 8-1 in their last 9 games when they had a chance to eliminate their opponents. But the Isles franchise had shown a resilient side. New York had staved off elimination 5 times in franchise history against the Penguins, including that improbable comeback in 1975 from down 3-0. And they were at home, where they were an amazing 12-1 in Game 6s.
And let's see if The Islanders can start fast tonight. Loiselle moving in. There's a wrist shot on Barrasso. Puck comes back to Kasparaitis. Rebound, they score! Brad Delgarno, 25 seconds in, and the Islanders strike quickly. Shell Samuelson out for Pittsburgh to center ice. Troy Loney to the line. Here's Martin Straka in, scores! Martin Straka with his first Stanley Cup playoff goal.
Well, a veteran on the Penguins and the rookie on the Penguins, and they combine, and Straka shows a good bit of determination to fight off the checking.
Shell Samuelson also gets an assist on the goal. 1-1 here as Dennis Basti's on the move. He's watched by Samuelson in the corner. King tries it loose. Derek King, the shot, scores! Knocked away by Samuelson, and here comes Mario. Rick Tocchet loose on right wing. Lemieux in, shot, scores! Mario Lemieux.
You don't get caught with one defenseman back against these guys. And we've got a tie hockey game 2-2.
King's out of the box. Here come the Islanders. Benoit Hogue with King. King shot right on. Rebound, Mullins shot, kick save. Still loose and rolled wide. Close call there. Benoit Hogue to Van Krupp, the shot. Blocked, rebound. Still loose. You've got to be wary of the Penguins even when they're shorthanded. Lemieux in his own zone. Around the boards. Krupp keeps it in. There's Thomas. Pushing it to Mullen. In front. They score! Ray Ferraro!
Another collision. Malakoff being written down.
Mullen flips to the corner. Samuelson knocked off the puck. Thomas to Curvers. Can't get the backhand away. High pass and a bouncing puck. Here's Thomas. Shooting, scores! Steve Thomas. Mick Vakota on the ice. Bumped by Straka. Malakoff clears it. Not out though, and the Penguins go after it with Jágr. Healy out of the net. And they score. Red light slow to come on, but Healy got trapped. And the Pens back within one.
Boy, Jaromir Jágr took a big hit to make the play behind the Islanders' net. Straka with his second goal of the game.
Martin Straka's second. Jágr and Stevens on the assist. And Mario Lemieux knocking Loiselle down, or Kasparaitis, who gets up and knocks Lemieux flat. And play continues, and now Kasparaitis goes back at Lemieux. And Fawcett didn't see it. Oh boy. Here's Rick Tocchet to Mario. Kasparaitis on him again. Down he goes. This time he'll get called. And Kasparaitis is going to be the marked man instead of Loiselle, and now he's hot with Fawcett. I can't believe he's surprised that that last play was called. B can't get to it. But Loiselle couldn't clear it. Lemieux to Tocchet. Trying to put it in front. Stevens scores! Kevin Stevens has tied it on a Penguin power play. Under a minute to go. Second period, a 4-4 tie. Kept in by Kasparaitis. Good thing that could have been a 3-on-1 the other way. At the point, Travis Green fanned on it. Here come the Pens, 3-on-2. Larry Murphy to the line with Jágr. Jágr in. Jágr. Oh, what a play! And Glenn Healy has it on the line. And Jágr paid a price. And now Curvers takes over for the Islanders, ahead to Brian Mullen. So the Mullen brothers out together here, opposing each other. Thomas steals. Brian's in front. Scores! Brian Mullen. Healy has it go by him. Penguins on a change. And here goes Kasparaitis to King. Up ahead, Ferraro. Thomas loose. Thomas scores!
Well, that time he did look like Mike Bossy.
Straka in front of his net to Jágr. Kasparaitis lined him up and nailed him. And Jágr's down. Oh, a blind pass, and Kasparaitis had Jágr lined up from about 10 feet away.
Remember that penalty to the Canadians, Chris, in Game 1 in Quebec City. They're ahead by 2, and they lost it. Ooh,
There's a goal right there. Murphy from the point. And that took 4 seconds. And it's 6-5.
We can take a look at it here. There, drops down. It looks like it hit Kevin Stevens.
From the Penguins, Yager. Shot blocked. Troop sliding it down the ice. It's Game 7.
The Islanders' 7-5 win meant it was winner take all in a 7th game. It was the 6th time in franchise history New York had staved off elimination against Pittsburgh. They had done the unthinkable, pushing the 2-time defending champs to the brink. And they had done it all without Turgeon. Still ahead on the show, it would prove to be one of the most memorable Game 7s in history, as the Islanders would get their star back. The Penguins would lose a star to an ugly incident, and ultimately a new star was born as overtime was needed to decide the winner of this unbelievable series. Pierre Turgeon's return to the lineup for Game 7 exemplified the Islanders' intense desire to win. Despite being cast as huge underdogs, they were confident and expected to win. They had fought the 2-time defending champs to the point of sudden death and were a game away from one of the biggest upsets in the history of hockey. Ray Ferraro summed up the team's feelings by saying, "If we lose Game 7, it's no different than if we'd gone out in 4. We're not here to just give it our best shot. We're here to win."
Yager back to the point. Grant Jennings in front. Great stop, Healy. Oh, what a save on Mario. Ramsey keeping it in. And here's Lemieux. Out in front, and he's poke checked. Has it again. Backhand. Big stop, Healy. Ramsey the shot. Healy got a piece of that. Out there along with Delgarno. And there's a big collision at the whistle. And it's Stevens who's slow to get up.
He isn't getting up at all. And he's been cut. The hit came a split second after the whistle. Stevens getting ready, making the hit. And you see he turns his head right there on the collision with Pilon, and down he lands face first. The first person who knew he was in serious trouble was Mario.
Murphy against the far boards. Comes free for Francis. Ron Francis cross ice. Lemieux in front. Great stop by Healy on a tic-tac-toe play to Rick Tocchet.
Here's that shorthanded chance for Mario a while back. He goes top shelf with that great wrist shot he has, and it was off the goal post.
Joe Mullen working against Malakoff. Here's Murphy trying to get in front. Mario Lemieux, and he was checked by Brian Mullen. And we've got another injured Penguin down in this near corner.
And as you're watching this, and the reason for Yager being shaken up, he leaves the ice.
And the Islanders back at full strength. Samuelson at the point. In deep for Lemieux. He centers it. Samuelson shot, scores!
Everybody yelling from the Penguins bench, and some in the crowd. Maybe on that line change, Pittsburgh got too many men.
Giveaway, hold shot. Thomas rebound, scores! Steve Thomas. We're tied late in the second.
Boy, the Penguins feel there should have been a whistle there.
Islanders change. Samuelson, lead pass broken up. Here's Yager with Tippett. Shot, glove stop, Glenn Healy. Healy sharp again this time. The glove save on Dave Tippett. And it's out in front. David Bullock will start back. Ferraro with him. 2-on-2 break for the New York Islanders. Dropping it for Bullock. Shot, scores! David Bullock. Islanders lead.
You see them practice things like this. Often they don't work. The two forwards against the two defensemen. The drop pass, and Volek from his off wing, right side, left-hand shot, snaps it home.
Right the other way, Francis. Long shot, glove stop by Healy. Samuelson was catching up to make it a 2-on-1, but Francis shot from just inside the line. Home drifts one in, scores! Benoit Home through Tom Barrasso, 3-1. Islander
gives the Islanders a 2-goal lead near the halfway point. Oh, just lets it go. It hit the defenseman's stick, I do believe, if you look at that, and handcuffed Barrasso. From above the net, you'll see that it wasn't totally away from the goaltender.
Benoit Home can't clear it, and here's Larry Murphy deep in the zone. Looking to center, out in front, they score! And the champions are still alive with 3:47. Penguins work it back in. Yager deep. Takes a hit behind the goal. Extra man out for Pittsburgh. Mullen to Murphy. Murphy shot, scores! Penguins tie! For Lemieux, backhand, wide of the far post. King gets it outside the line, gets it back again. Beats cross ice, broken up by Samuelson. And Samuelson's pass off a skate, Bullock turns. With Ferraro, here they come, 2-on-1. Bullock shoots, scores! David Bullock, Islanders! And they'll be a new Stanley Cup champion in 1993.
It is quiet again in Pittsburgh. What a hockey game. What a finish. And what a surprise. Here it is. Now, Ulf Samuelsson was caught. Straka tried to get back, but it was really a 3-on-1. And Volek was able to finish the play with the big shot. Mario Lemieux and the Pittsburgh Penguins won't win another Stanley Cup.
We worked hard for this. There's no doubt that we were the team that was the underdog right from the start. And, you know, to achieve this, I think it's a real compliment to the 20 guys that played tonight. And the 25 guys or so that are on our team that have just fought all year long to get to this point, to win this game. It's just an amazing feeling.
Truly one of the greatest upsets in Stanley Cup playoff history, ending the Pens' 2-year run as Cup champs. David Volek, a healthy scratch often during the regular season, scored 2 goals, including the series winner in overtime. The Isles had shown amazing composure in the face of the Pens' late rally. Steve Thomas described the feeling in the locker room prior to overtime as being eerie. He said if you gave everyone a lie detector, they'd tell you no one here expected to lose. Somehow we were going to find a way. And indeed they did. Ahead on the show, an incredible 7-game series produced countless goals, saves, and hits. And we look at the best of the bunch next in our Plays of the Series. Biggest playoff upsets based on regular season point totals. The 82 Oilers upset in the first round by the Kings 3-2. Northsiders upset Chicago and St. Louis in round 1 and 2. En route to the finals, lost to Pittsburgh. 51 Habs eventually lose the Cup Finals release on Bill Barilko's overtime winner. Ron Francis and Mario Lemieux led all scorers in the series, both with 9 points. Francis with 4 goals, Lemieux with 3. Another strong series for Larry Murphy, a goal and 7 assists for 8 points. For the Islanders, Ray Ferraro, the leading scorer, had a great playoff season. 4 goals, 4 assists for 8 points. Derek King also coming up big with 3 goals and 5 assists, and Steve Thomas with 3 goals and 4 assists chipping in for 7 points.
Even the wide shots, they hope to end up creating some kind of adventure for them.
Well, they had one right there. Malakoff with a cannon scores! Can this guy shoot?
And it's past Baskey out into center. Mario cruising there. Here's Tocchet, 3-on-1. Lemieux, Stevens, Tocchet scores!
Mullen back for Murphy. Lost it just out of the box. Ray Ferraro. Breakaways onside. Scores! Ray Ferraro just out of the penalty box.
Straka in front of his net to Yager. Kasparaitis lined him up and nailed him.
Stevens was up. Stevens takes him out. Mullen the shot right through the crease. No angle. Ramsey over to Mullen. Shot. Score!
After Benoit Hogue just lobbed him one there, watch this. Quick with the pad.
Rivers went down as he caught the back of the net, trying to come around it. Or Patrick Flatley, rather, caught it. In, Troy Loney, shot, save, Healy. They've got a minute 39 on the power play. Shot by Malakoff, Barrasso, Delgado. Great save, Tom Barrasso. Stevens didn't have a whole lot of time to shoot it. Yager makes a steal, moves around now, right in the goal, and Healy, backhander. He shoots and scores. Healy goes in, Daniels. Now Yager's got it in front of McEachran, a turning shot, and a great save by Healy. Played up at center. Francis dumped it ahead to McEachran. McEachran who can fly. Leaves it. Yager, the wrist shot. Off the glove. Yager, the rebound shot and a save. Healy, it went in. Jaromir Yager falling down.
Troy Loney to the line. Here's Martin Straka. It scores! Martin Straka.
Come to a higher level. Here's Malakoff over the Penguins. He walks in on goal and he shoots and scores. What a play by Malakoff as he beats Barrasso.
Samuelson's pass off a skate. Bullock turns. With Ferraro, here they come, 2-on-1, Bullock shoots, scores! David Bullock, Islanders! And they'll be a new Stanley Cup champion in 1993.
The Islanders lost to the Canadiens in 5 games in the next round, ending their improbable 1993 playoff run. Unfortunately, New York would not win another series for more than a decade. But perhaps one fan put it best when he said of the 93 run, it has started a new generation of younger Islander fans. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.